Greetings, fellow beings. Ho ho! It is Tuesday, the 22nd. There's a whole lot of twos in there. It's a lot of alliteration. I'm excited to say I am stoked for today. There's a bunch of you in the chats over on Odysee, Rumble, Minds, Getter, YouTube, and Twitter. Hello, Twitter. Wow, this is going to be a fun one. We've got a lot of stories to get through. We don't have a ton of time to do it, although we do have some bonus time, which means I'm going to get to the super chats during bonus time. So stick around. Also, with the number of stories that we have and this weird story that I found, well, I think we'll have plenty to talk about. But let's get started. We'll say hi to each and every one of you. We'll start first with the first person that got here today, Captain Fandom Nerd. Hey, what's going on? We've got Liger Fan out there, SFX F314, Sabretooth Raptor, Vulcan Lives. I still think I like Vulcan Lives Matter better, so hopefully you don't take offense. Criticable, the Rainbow Knight has returned, seemingly on a computer. Oh, that's good. We got Morgan King out there. The lovely Penny is joining us. P. Lai is in the house saying morning. Morning indeed. Vince Womack, good to see you, my friend. He's also on, well, Odysee. And I got people on Rumble, like Morgan King. You guys are just crushing it everywhere. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. We've got Darren Hughes here, one of the amazing wrenches on this channel, does a whole lot of wonderful work here. We've got Griffin returning with on this date in 1864, representatives from 12 nations met in Switzerland, and they wrote and signed the Amelioration of the Condition of Wounded in Armies in the Field. So they call that the Geneva Convention. That's right, guaranteeing that, well, you'll be treated humanely and, well, as good as any citizen in that country, supposedly. But we do have amazing members here. 23-month anniversary for Captain Phantom Nerd. Thank you for being here and for all your support. We've got Olaf Von S at 20 months. Thank you for being here. Time does fly. And yes, there are a lot of channels I know many of you are members of. I appreciate your support, though. I hope you know that. Low Spec Linux Laptop is in the house. Olaf Von S is here. Professor ATN is amazing. And one more time, I'll say thank you, members. Those were wonderful anniversary messages. There's the word. The lovely Jillian N is here, wishing all of you Culturians a terrific Tuesday. I concur. We have Canadian Spider-Man in the house. Retro Culture is joining us. D. Bud Martin. John Cipolla. What's going on? Keely Chow, what's up? Roll Tide. Tender Warrior 68, I hope you are doing well. JB's Spooky Review, what's going on, Justin? Hope you're doing well. And the Batcap is back. The Batcap. We've got Zavin in the house. There's Al Humphreys from across the pond. Hope you're doing well, Al. I'll see you later on Mr. H's show, right? Yeah, that's today, I think. Anyway, Final Monkey is here saying morning indeed. And of course, Mexican Iron Man says, new show, Change My Mind Casino, watch culture travel the world and spread ideas to people in foreign lands. The twist? First stop, the Middle East, where culture will organize an LGBTQ plus parade in Iran. I'm not sure that'll go well for me, but hey, I'm not above doing anything for other people. I like people. Speaking of liking people, Eldritch Lord Haster's in the house with a 99-cent super sticker. It's great to see you, my friend. It's been a minute. A happy, smiling, sunglass smiley face. Thank you. I feel so good. You guys make me feel good. You got Rod Thunderheart out there. We got Yvonne Solomon. We've got Walter Tomaszewski. We got Izaj Melody. We got our good friend Jonas J. Campbell. That's right. Reporter extraordinaire. You should check him out. Oh, I did a video with Pro this morning. You need to check that video out. Wow. Boy, is the press trying to mislead you. My goodness. Emotionally unstable. Amphibian. What's going on? Good to see you, my amphibian friend. Let's see. We have Space Dave 2000. I'm unsure who sleeps less, you or Tom Connors. You're both YouTube machines. Well, I think I was up at like 4:30 this morning. It's not like that big a deal. We got Nearsighted Cyclops in the house, Darius Munchausen, and the Common Nerd, but we have to go. I like bonus time. Big fan. Black Saber is here. 11 Alpha. Good to see you. We got Zavin for 3 months. Thanks for being here. Compare trades treatment of Disney with ad budget. Well, yeah, no kidding, huh? If they spend more money, they get a nicer treatment. Shrap 3D, Fat Elvis. All right, everybody. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot to time to do it, and we've got about 16, 17 stories, and then we have some bonus time, so we jump right into the stories. We don't have to hurry. We don't have to rush, but we do have to get through them. So we'll start here with Lionsgate, who's going to say, mask up. Mask up. Richmond, north of Richmond, debuts at number 1. This sets history on the Billboard chart. History. No deal. Guys got no deal. Just crushed it. Put Travis Scott down. Whew. And let me tell you, dude's going to get paid. Sorry. He's been turning down deals left and right. I'm not sure who's signing him or who has signed him or if he's going to be signed. Hopefully he does his best to do his own version of Tom McDonald, but we'll see. We'll see. Apparently, the former president is, driving into Georgia so he can be arrested and arraigned on bologna sausage charges, unlike the other one who's basically up to his neck in corruption. But hey, it is what it is. Demi Lovato amicably part ways. Amicably? That's the word. Parts ways with manager Scooter Braun. That's right. The person who kind of led her to act a fool. And to make a lot of weird claims and, decide to exploit or put on display her mental illness. Yeah, she's like, yeah, I'm done with you, Skinner. See ya. You got Worst Cooks in America production being shut down over the crew having a member strike. Apparently, there are about 50 of those in various departments that are trying to join IATSE. Good luck. Enjoy. You're going to be out of work for a while. Scott Van Pelt is going to be hosting ESPN's Monday Night Countdown, replacing the laid-off Susie Colbert. That's right. Look at this guy. First of all, I love SVP. Let me just clarify. He was great, has been great for a very long time from SportsCenter on, including his radio show until he decided to march in line with the messaging. However, Susie Colbert has been around for a very long time. Look at this guy. He is incredibly white and old, and he's taking over for a woman. How's that really supposed to play, according to Oppression Olympics? I don't know. I mean, I have my thoughts on that. We've got FanDuel going to promote YouTube's NFL Sunday Ticket. That's going to be interesting. We should probably start seeing a lot of those kinds of tie-in commercials. And at the same time, does that mean Google's in line with gambling? And if so, they better promote my channel. I'm just saying. YouTube sets its AI music principles in place and partners with Universal Music Group on new AI incubator. That's right. You're going to now hear even less human-based music in the future. Aren't you excited? No, neither am I. All right, moving on. We've got Rust Armor trial pushed back to February of 2024, and that's when Hannah Gutierrez-Reed will be set to, undergo a trial for manslaughter. We'll see how that moves along. Jezebel top editor exits over poor working conditions for staff. Okay. I have reluctantly resigned. Why didn't the staff resign? I'm curious. Very strange. But hey, Geo Media has been losing these editors, these ideologues, a lot recently since December of 2022. So this isn't surprising. They're telling them to, actually, do news rather than slanted ideological garbage, and they don't like that. Free Disney World passes is the latest front in the war between Disney and, they keep saying DeSantis appointees. This is just a commission. The governor appoints them, true, and I guess that's an accurate statement factually. But to be fair, these passes were illegal. And this is going to be a conversation, I'm sure, on today's special edition of The Pro Show. See you today over there, I hope. Montana asks a judge to allow TikTok ban to take effect while the legal challenge moves through the courts, which it will likely, I think it'll actually set this law aside, but might as well try this for a little while, see what happens. Prime Minister Trudeau slams Facebook for blocking Canada wildfire news. Dude, you put this law in place, knucklehead. Of course they're going to block your junk. And people are going to go outside of Canada so they can get some information. And it won't be, through your closely controlled propaganda locations. I'm just saying. Somalia's government says it intends to shut down access to TikTok and Telegram over content concerns. Well, you're going to start seeing this globally, I think. And American Airlines pilots have ratified a new contract that includes big pay raises and bonuses. Hopefully, it includes not mandating them to do something that might not be in their best interest. T-Rex's race. That's right. It was a photo finish at the Washington State Track and Field event. This is funny as heck. Of course, it was held on a horse track, I believe. So that's kind of funny. And finally, last funny story. A snake that was found in a Target cart, if you remember that story, gets a new home at a college. That's right. This snake has now been, adopted by a college. I hope it has a good and happy long life. They usually do. Snakes live for a long time. And that's going to be, somebody's great pet there, or a series of students' great pets at Nebraska Community College. So there you are. And with that, I'm out of time, but I'm not out of here. We're going to talk about some more stuff. I hope you guys will stick around for bonus time. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And here comes bonus time. Here we go.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.
All right, everybody, we have bonus time coming up to the 100 plus of you on YouTube, the dozens of you on Twitter, I don't even know how many on Rumble and Odysee. Thanks for being here, but we're going to keep going. Got at least another 15 minutes to a half an hour of greatness where we just talk about things you guys want to talk about. And I'm very excited to introduce you to the idea of bonus time. That's right, Keely Chow is bonus time. For 10 months of membership, he uses it to say, bonus time. That's right. Bonus time. And we have great stuff coming up. I'm serious. We have the Pro Show Celebration show coming up, which is celebrating a lot of great creators' milestones. Somehow I got an invitation, which I don't understand. But and then you have so many more folks that I hope show up at the Mr. H Reviews show coming up here as well. So let's dip right into the bonus time segment now. And there we are. And you can see I have my coffee cup right here. How many cups of coffee does it take for culture to stay awake? A few. It's going to be a fun day, a long one, but let me tell you, life should be a challenge every single day. So, yeah. So we're going to take a look at a couple of stories I think everybody will find interesting, or maybe at least I found interesting. I don't know about everybody. That's why. You know what? I probably shouldn't have said it that way. I need to work on my phrasing, but it's fine. All right, let's get to it. We got a few super chats in the chat. Let me grab those real quick. We got Darius Munchausen giving me a cup of coffee. On top of sending a super chat, this one here for $2 saying, Bartleby the Scrivener. I would prefer not to. Well, there you go. Thanks for the $2. This is an interesting statement that you made, Zeb, and I think I'm with you here about comparing the trades treatment of Disney with their ad budget. I agree. If they spend a bunch of ads with the trades, then they're going to get positive coverage, and if they don't, maybe they'll get negative. All I know is that Access Media doesn't have access to anything right now, or very little, including this Ahsoka show. So why give favorable coverage to anybody, right? Yeah. It's very thoughtful. Thank you for that, Zeb. Keely Chow's bonus time. That's right. Darius Munchausen. There's that cup of coffee I was talking about. And desperately need a tipping barn for $1.99 says bonus time. More like bonding time. That's right. We all get to bond, hang out, have a laugh. We got Kitty Bear here, who's been here forever. It's great to see you, my friend, from across the pond. When is Snow Doctor and Tom's 7X is released? I don't know, but I can't wait for it. I'm very, very excited. Oh, that's such a great one. You know what? I'm gonna have to pass that along. And of course, we have incredibly generous members here on the channel and creators as well. Lester San Jose of the Skeptic Tank has just gifted 5 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you, Lester. I'm sure that Doug Yeknomino, Earth Observer Zarglax, and Lance Mala, and Tim Tringle all appreciate those memberships. I appreciate them as well. But you guys are crushing it. Price of Reasons in the house. Check out Price of Reasons channel. Check out all these great creators. Crimlon's here. Hit that like button. Indeed. All right. Let's get to it. Shall we? Yes, we shall. Ah, man, I was excited to hear that the snake found a home because, you know, that's a cold climate and that snake wouldn't have made it through the winter, most likely. It would have been really hard on it anyway. Nebraska, whew, it'd be rough. Let's see. Obviously, everybody's kind of a little bit taken aback because we did lose one of our own for whatever it's worth. Donnie passed away, Crypt Daddy. The GoFundMe already not only funded just in a matter of, it seemed like moments, but is well beyond its original stated goal. I just hope it takes care of a lot of things that were left behind. And of course, recently he released an album, a comedy album. We got an excerpt of that, which is available for purchase. So you guys can check that out. Jillian N. Holy cow. Turning all names green as usual. 10 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you so very much, Jillian. That is always generous. I really do appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, I think a lot of people were caught off guard. Yeah, that we lost Crypt Daddy. Yeah, we covered it a little bit last night on the Monday Meltdown. It was really hard. It was rough. It you know, and again, just a lot of people did spend some time with him. You know, obviously mostly electronically, and you know, found quite a bond. Not to mention the fact that just a unique guy who didn't care about anybody else's thoughts about what he was and wasn't capable of, and anything else. So. Indeed. But thank you so very much once again, Jillian, for your incredible generosity. I hated to mix those two things together, but I do appreciate your support, as do obviously all the people who just received memberships. So you're amazing. Let's see what else is happening. Greasy Panham says, thanks. Indeed. Hey, Zeno the Stoics here. What's going on? Donovan was great. He had a very offensive taste in humor. Yes, he did. He was wonderful. Yeah, it was rough, Jillian. It was rough. That spread very quickly. Yeah, Toxic Femme probably did cover it rather well. So let's see what's up. Yeah. You know what, JB? It's not about that. You don't have to gift anything, but I'm just glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here, including Spaceship Vampire. That's right. I'm glad y'all are here. You guys, every day you all make my day. I just hope you know that. For the 100 plus of you that are here on YouTube, 110, holy cow, 110 of you on YouTube, and for the dozens of you on Twitter, and you won't believe how many rewatches I get on Twitter. That's really weird. And then of course over on Rumble, I've got Maverick Pilgrim, Lord Shax, Morgan King, and a few others hanging out over there. So it's great. Let's see, and then obviously got folks over on Odysee as well. So I really appreciate y'all. Hey, what's up, Renee? Good to see you. Man. Yep, life unfortunately is short. Yeah, Ricky Berwick tweeted it out. Yeah, I wasn't sure it was real, but it was confirmed. Yeah, I think the first place I saw it actually was a close friend of his, and then it kind of filtered out through Talks and Comics Division, and then everyone saw Ricky Berwick's tweet and all that. Yep, and there's my buddy Brahma Bull in the house. Good to see you. And Rod Thunderheart. Yes, buddy. I called you out right at the beginning of the show. Jocelyn's here. Hello, Jocelyn. I'm doing fantastic. I hope you are well. We've got, there's Theme Park Casual. All names green. It's a great campaign. Thank you, Jillian, for starting it. Thank you, Lester San Jose. I appreciate all of you very, very much. All right, let's just get to the story. Let's just get to the story real quick that I think that I want to cover that maybe the platforms don't want me to cover a whole lot. No, I'm not covering the one that I saw this morning where the guy got electrocuted for trying to take somebody's yard sign because they wired it up to, I think a pretty decent jolt, like a surprise neighbor. Don't try to steal my sign. But we're going to start with the person who set ablaze a sign or a flag in this case. We'll take a look at it. And I don't care where you fall politically. This isn't a political channel. I do care that people are, do commit arson and are vandals. I think that is a real issue. I think that the suspect in this particular case has been identified by their own silliness. So, suspected Trump one flag arsonist identified using Strava after reward offered by Tim Pool and Benny Johnson. Of course, there's no arrest yet made, and there will be a civil filing against the individual who they now know who it is. And again, none of this matters to me. It's the act, right? So as a suspect has been identified in connection with the burning. Of course, there's a reward involved. A gentleman from Lodi, California, who does not want his name public, first identified the arsonist. He put out this tweet, John Kane did, saying who it was. And interestingly enough, here's something to go on. Strava, if you didn't know, is an app that actually tracks your run or your bike or whatever. And it's actually been used to pinpoint locations of submarines and a lot of other things because people are dumb when it comes to tech. And you really are being tracked all the time. So, yeah. But anyway, so basically Kane immediately sent him $1,000 as promised a few minutes ago. And then he shared with Tim Cast and Benny Johnson so they could do the same. Yeah. Basically, John Kane sent evidence regarding the identity of the individual who twice set fire to the sign to the Raleigh Police Department on Sunday. So my understanding, he said, is no arrest has been made of yet. My client will be pressing charges and will be filing a civil lawsuit against the individual. No kidding. And there are charges to be filed. Arson's a crime. Can't do that. So Raleigh police could not confirm to the Post Millennial that the suspect had been reported and or police report filed. I'm sure it was, of course. But on Friday, obviously, we saw all that surveillance footage. Anyway, the reward got pretty big. I think in total it was over $12,000. So there you are. Yeah, by the time it was all said and done. So King explained why it mattered to him and why he put the sign up in the first place. He says, I have been asked why I put the sign up as effectively putting a target on my back for radicals, I'm going to say. The answer is embodied in Alexander Slotskin, a quote that says, the simple step of a courageous individual is not to take part in the lie. There you go. So, Svyoliaitsin, I hate that I can't pronounce that name, was imprisoned in a Soviet gulag riding the Gulag Archipelago, which became the rallying cry for the opposition to communism. It also revealed how easy it was for a society to devolve into authoritarianism, no kidding, when individuals succumb to groupthink, no kidding, and engage in mob behavior, also no kidding. So there you go. It is what it is, and you can take all of that for what it's worth. It's pretty much is what it is. I don't think that you should go around setting your neighbor's property on fire, and I don't care what it is. I mean, if I see like a sign in the front yard, preaching about, communism or any kind of red thing that somebody is promoting, I'm not going to go set it on fire. It's not. Yeah, throw the book at him. Well, what's interesting is I saw somebody actually electrify a yard sign today on Twitter. I tried to retweet it, but I don't think I got a chance to retweet it. But first of all, that's very dangerous. You would have to do something low volt, just enough to like catch somebody's attention. But also consider that if somebody does have like a heart malady or whatever, and while stupid things deserve stupid punishments, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, I still think that causing someone bodily harm isn't maybe the best thing in the world. But again, I have a soft heart for all humans, and other beings as well, including polar bears. I hope I didn't offend Schmilex, my otter friend, or my polar bear friend, but it is what it is. Only district attorneys can press charges. All this guy has to do is testify. Indeed. Rambam 3000 says, don't anyone hold their breath about a former arrest. Not there. Not there. Hey, thanks, Matt G. Matt G is a great promotion. He does everything. Does it all. Yeah, that Russian writer wrote that in wonderful treatise. Indeed. Dave G. Sound. Arson is a serious crime. Yes, you don't actually get... See, here's where we have to take a stand in something called equal protection under the law, right? So if any other person goes and sets anything else on fire on your property, would they be charged? Regardless of whether or not there's a political sign involved or not. It's still arson. It's still dangerous, and it's still a crime. So if you aren't going to prosecute one person for that because you're being selective, now you're not affording equal protection. So, amongst other things, there's a lot of legal arguments there. And again, I'm not an attorney. I'm not giving legal advice. I'm just giving my opinion. So there you are. Yeah, fires can spread crazy fast. Yeah, it's very dangerous. Americans are getting dumber. None of them have ever lived in real oppression. Well, I can tell you what. My generation and maybe one after mine are the only ones who went outside until the streetlights came on. Rode our bikes. We didn't wear, hockey equipment to do so. And we have scars and injuries and dents and broken bones, and we're better for it. That's why we're still the ones that, even at our advancing age, are still working and making, everything move and grow. Anyway. Whew. It is what it is. Ram Bam 3000 says for £2 sterling. That's proper money, kids. Liberty is the right not to lie. Albert Camus. Indeed. Solzhenitsyn. Thank you. Somebody did phonetically. I feel better. Yeah, exactly, Retro Culture. You don't have to be a fan of a particular person or not. You just have to be able to point out fairness and unfairness and right and wrong. And, the right for you to touch my property only exists if I allow you or grant you permission. Just the way it is. Property rights are a thing, indeed. Dalu! It'll be fine. There you go. Culture, look up something called man-trap laws. Yeah, I'm familiar with them. Yeah, I think it's incredibly dangerous for something to do. Interestingly enough, the person that went up to grab that sign that had been electrified ended up getting charged with trespassing. So, it's a weird thing. Not a big fan of that, by the way. I just don't think that's a good idea. What's going on, Morgan King says, have a great day and week and all cups of coffee tea you need. Thank you very much, Morgan King. I appreciate your 16 months of support. You are amazing. Yeah, if you're not interfering in my life, I don't really care. That's true. Yeah, volts don't kill people, amps do. Right, I said. Yeah. Again. Yeah. Cyclops lives matter. That's right. I'm sorry about that, nearsighted Cyclops. I should have cited you as well. We also have like a demigod in here and a space entity in Space Dave 2000. That's fantastic. You're a weasel. You're not offended. Okay, fair enough. Rambam 3000. Yeah, where is Schmilex? That's a good question. Hey, what's your first thought? What's going on? In the 90s, kids were the last kids to do that. I think so. Once we hit 2000, it was like helicopter parents got like a reel and you went to the teacher because your kid didn't get straight A's, even though they didn't deserve them. And you would yell at them and then you'd yell at the administrator and then you'd go to city council. And yeah, those insufferable beings in this world. Let me tell you, sometimes your kid has to pay for dumbness. And I'm not saying like dumb, like they're not smart. I'm saying dumb is like not applying themselves to get good grades. And if they're not applying themselves, doesn't that speak to how you're like raising them at home? Well, of course it does. So there you go. Snacks. Got snacks and friends and snakes and funerals, and it's fantastic. Feliato is here. I didn't see Feliato. Is Feliato here? Ignomino is here. Yeah, I've got scars everywhere. I mean, look, if I shave my head, like if my final donation is to literally, which is probably going to be sometime, maybe not next year, but the following year, because I'm starting to get a little bit thinner here on the peaks. But if my final donation, happens and I shave my head completely, it looks like a topographical map of Utah. My head does because of all the scarring. I'm not kidding. It looks bad. For my first 7 birthdays, from the time I was turning 1 to the time I was turning 7, my parents took me to the emergency room for stitches in my head. I'm not kidding. A lot of stitches. A lot of tetanus shots, too. Oh, I fell face first into a cactus. That was not a party. Yeah. Barrel cactus. Hello. Not great. Oh, and I don't usually talk personal stuff, but I'll tell you guys, I actually considered being a stuntman. Like when I was 11, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. What's going on, Wolverine Schnicht? Good to see you. Happy Taco Tuesday. That's right. I got a chance to listen a little bit to our good buddy Loki in the Mornings of Mischief. I hope he's doing well. He's coming up on a special event, I think. Retro Culture says, I identify as a cheeseburger. Now I want a cheeseburger. Volts hurt like a bee sting, though. Yeah, well, don't step on a bee, right? Right, Amber? Don't step on a bee. Oh, sorry. You guys are golden. Hey, Copper Indio's here. What's going on? Great to see you, my friend. At least it took you this long, Culture. It made me look. It took me up to high school. All right. Well, fair enough. I used to get stitches regular. Not everyone can pull off bald. Oh, I definitely can't. Yeah. Like I said, I kept bouncing my head off of stuff. Sunny Sunflowers here. Great to see you. Poor snake. That's right. I'm happy that that our friend got a home. I really am. Scalp wounds make you look like a refugee from the set of Nightmare. Yeah, I bet it does. I haven't seen my bald head in a while, so we'll see. But I think that's probably 2 or 3 years away, unless something catastrophic happens, which could. Never. Life is a series of strange turns. You should never plan on anything. Minute you start making plans, well, your particular deity can change things for you rather abruptly and quickly. And probably not the best possible way. Let's see if we can get through one more thing. Is there anything specific you guys want to talk about? Hey, Adam, what's going on? See you in the chat there. I mean, you got to go watch that video over on Pro's channel. Be sure to watch today's first video I released, because that is only like 6 minutes. It's actually less than 6 minutes. Less than the show. And it's wonderful. It's about a league of their own, and it's colossal failure. So. Coffee. I'm watching the chat here, guys. I have a scar next to my eye from a piece of shrapnel. Holy cow. A centimeter from losing your eye. Holy cow, 11 Alpha. Well, I'm glad you didn't. Shrap. Thank you. What is the land speed velocity of an unladen swallow? Oh, so many classic questions. How's that microchip shortage? I think we're going to have some issues again. I think. Not right now, but I think we're going to get there. And one of the deals Intel tried to make with China, it didn't happen. So now I would say China's in big trouble, but I think that's like obvious. Maybe not. The Emmy Awards, I guess, got their final voting stuff together. And now that may get delayed even again. I mean, a lot of this is going to depend on if we actually end up with like an entertainment season. I don't think we're about to. I do know that there's a lot of things changing in Europe as far as tech giants are concerned, and tech in general is concerned. Some pretty interesting and very stringent rules. Your Muslim uncle. Yeah, I mentioned this in the show. You have Lionsgate. You have Lionsgate doing it. I have a feeling that it's going to be roundly rejected. I think everybody understands what's been going on with that for a bit. So, U.S. is going to bail out China. The paperwork is in the process. Doesn't make sense since Yellen was begging them for money. Yeah. I have no interest in bailing them out. I don't think anybody does. And I think I saw Curtis in the chat. There's Steliato. I did see Curtis in the chat. Everybody's saying hi to Curtis. Good to see you. There's Curtis. Yep. It's just a rabbit, but it has really big teeth. There you go. Yeah, the voice of Mario stepping down was weird. Now, I'd heard some rumors that there was a new Mario game on the way. And then I heard, about Nintendo making an announcement. I didn't realize it was because of the aging voice actor that had been playing Mario. So kind of bummed about that. But to be fair, I mean, everybody ages. I imagine somebody will be doing my job sometime soon. The Emmys are going to go to the YouTubers. I really think they should. The strike would matter, perhaps, if we cared. Nobody cares. Yeah, and you guys, I wish I could highlight some of these things, but it is what it is. Germany is leading at atomizing our middle class and industry. A job well done. Yeah, you guys are really, aren't you? Hopefully we don't succumb. Hopefully we reverse this terrible trend. They do want to open fabrication plants in the U.S. This is true. You're already seeing multiple locations being developed in the United States right now for these facilities. It should come online sometime around 2025. But how far behind are we then? 2025, 2026? It's like 3 years worth of chips that are not being made. Not great. Lester San Jose of the Skeptic Tank for $2 says, criteria on determining a movie as theater worthy. That's a good question. Usually the studios know whether or not going in, if they're producing it for theatrical release or not. Oftentimes it's it's a gut instinct for the most part. There's probably zero thought beyond that. Most everything you can tell that's set for the theater is set for the theater originally, which is why you can see how Blue Beetle could have been, a pay TV movie. It just is undercooked in a lot of different ways, and it needed a lot of more revisiting through its script process to get it a little tighter. And it suffered from something that I think Script Doctor calls like a second, third act, or a third act, which is a real problem. Sorry, my voice is leaving me. Yeah. Sturmhard Eisenkiel says, but we have enough to blow 10 billion up Intel's butt. Yep, that's what's happening. Yeah, aging is the one universal disease, indeed. Everybody suffers from it. Oh, I'd love to have an Emmy. That'd be fun. To be fair, I think we just need to develop our own awards. I think we can. And we don't want to utilize the ones that have been created by the platforms themselves, because that's kind of self-serving. Do you think? What else is going on? Let's get to this, because I really want to talk about this, and then we got to dip, I think. Yeah, I'm running out of time. I have a meeting, unfortunately, today, which is going to eat into my life. No! Europe's sweeping rules for tech giants are about to kick in. Here's how they work. Here we go. So Google, Facebook, TikTok, and other big tech companies operating in Europe are facing one of the most far-reaching efforts to clean up what people encounter online, otherwise known as censorship, kids. So the first phase is the groundbreaking new digital rules to take effect this week, part of a suite of tech-focused regulations crafted by the 27-nation bloc along the global Libre, blah, blah, blah. The DSA, which is the biggest platform start following Friday, is designed to keep users safe online, start the spread of harmful content. By whose measure? Anyway, it's either illegal or violates the platform's terms of service, such as promotion of this word and this word. It also looks to protect Europeans' fundamental rights like privacy and free speech. Bologna sausage. Anticipate censorship like you've never seen before. So some of the online platforms could face billions in fines if they don't comply, and have already started making changes. So it looks like Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Snapchat. You also have Amazon, Booking, Alibaba, and Germany's Zalando. So, yep. EU list is based on the numbers submitted by the platforms. Those with 45 million or more users, or 10% of the EU's population, will face the DSA's highest level of regulation. Holy cow. So the platforms have started rolling out new ways for European users to flag illegal online content and dodgy products, which companies will be obligated to take down quickly and objectively. Significant impact on the experiences, of course. Existing tools to report illegal or rule-breaking content will be easier to access. I don't know. They're pretty easy now. Amazon opened a new channel for reporting suspected illegal products. Boy, do you guys push the heck out of those. And TikTok gave users additional reporting option. So they have a dedicated team of moderators and legal specialists who will determine whether flagged content either violates. This is the problem. This is a team of people, moderators and legal specialists. They don't say lawyers, and moderator could be anybody, to determine flagged content violates something. So again, by whose measure? Those people? And TikTok's going to make it so users from 13 to 17 won't be getting personalized ads, because that would indicate that they're collecting data, which we already know that they're collecting data. Anyway, that's the world we live in now, folks. It's going to be more strictly controlled and by a body that you have no say-so over. How's that feel? Good times? Yeah. Curtis D, what's up, brother? For 9 months a member. Wow. Well, thank you, my friend. Hello. Was banned a couple days posting on YouTube. My goodness, that sucks. Don't get busted, dude. Stick around. That really sucks. You guys are talking about sandwiches. I'm hungry now. Yeah, Gacha Games pulled out of Europe rather than deal, which is smart. I think you're going to start to see, just like old communist leader in Canada, Trudeau. I think you're going to start to see a lot of companies pull out of countries that are just, going full on authoritarian. So I think you're going to start seeing it. And the EU, unfortunately, is going to suffer from that. Fortunately, the Brits had, managed to Brexit, but you still participate in way too much EU stuff. Sorry. All it would take is for Germany to walk away from the EU, and financially, they couldn't do it anymore. It'd fall apart. So, for what it's worth. Yeah, over the next century, there could be an official truth and an unofficial truth. Rather like how we all cheat on our taxes and never comment upon it. Well, maybe. Yeah, you guys are fantastic. Hey, John, what's going on? Did you hear about Microsoft's 8 strikes and you're out? Yeah, over on Xbox, I did. Yeah, if you hurt somebody's feelings, you know what? They're going to kill their own platform. Bye. And then that'll kill sales. It'll kill software consumption. It'll kill their store. It'll kill the PC stuff. I mean, what is going to be the point, Microsoft? It's really easy to step away. And as Linux becomes more friendly to everything, what's the point? You know, so you can sell us softwares that have bugs in it right away so that you can sell us your solutions to it. So you can infinitely patch and add more garbage into our systems every single week. Tired of it. Yeah, I think it'll implode, but it'll take a while. Because who's going to want to fight that anymore? And this is true. You promote inclusivity by banning people forever. Yep. Yeah. It's called upgrades. Thank you, ActionCom. I don't think so. Rambam says, we don't need the EU to screw us over in Airstrip 1. Our own government does a great job. Yeah, they're really wrecking you guys. Ofcom is a joke, by the way. Holy cow. Let me tell you. All right, folks, we got to wrap it up because I unfortunately have an appointment that I need to get to, and I'm 1 minute from needing to be there. So I'm going to wrap up and say thank you all so very much today. Great extended bonus time. Do check out today's video. Number 1, it's already out. And the second video is coming out here in an hour and a half. Don't forget about Mr. H reviews coming up later. And then, of course, obviously, I'll be on with WDW Pro for a celebratory event for creator milestones. And there's many of them, including Forces of Light, Lorena Creole, Floral from Under a Rock, and so many more. So congratulations to all of my friends on their great achievements. And hopefully you guys will find time to hang out with all of us. And when I say guys, I mean ladies and gentlemen, or all of you folks, or whatever you want me to call you. Have a great day, everybody. Here's our credits one more time. And now I have to update them. Thank you, Jillian, Lester San Jose, and so many more. You guys, thank you for gifting all the memberships. You are the best. All the memberships, like these lovely folks here, who keep the lights on, who allow me to buy more equipment and expand this business. Because this is a business. YouTube is a business. You are single-handedly supporting my small business on YouTube and other places like Rumble, Odysee, Mindsgetter, and Twitter. Hi, Twitter. That's right. Oh, check out the merchandise. Of course, the merchandise is in the comments section below. If you got here early, you saw a trailer for it, and it's fantastic. And more is on the way. We have some that you probably would want to wear to a theme park, but maybe shouldn't. I hope everybody has a great day. See ya.